Welcome back to Stevens Reptiles, everyone. I'm David Stevens, and today I'm going to show off a new clutch of hognose that we just had hatch 2 days ago. And so I wanted to show the parents. One of the questions I get a lot of times when they're available for sale later on is, can they see pictures of the parents? So one of the things I'm going to start doing is showing in a video the parents both at the same time in the same video, so that way when people do ask, can they see the parents or pictures, it's a lot easier for me to already have a video available, and it will show them at the time, in their current condition at the time when the eggs were hatched and laid. So this is the father. This is Cold Spice. He is a Arctic Conda 100% het albino. You can see his markings on there. And this is not his first year breeding, this is his second year. And I'm also going to show the mother, which was a normal. She is now proven, so she's 100% het albino. She was actually a 66% het albino, so now I'll change that to be 100%. This right here, again, she's just a normal phase Western hognose snake. Hopefully you can see her color there. And she is a first-time mom, and this clutch of eggs had 13 eggs in it. One turned out not to be good, but 12 out of the 13 hatched in the clutch. And again, this is what she looks like here. Hopefully the camera and lighting is picking up what she looks like. And so now I'm going to switch to and show the babies and see what combinations we have from them. So this here's the entire clutch that hatched out, all 12 of them. And let's see what we can see visible here. Again, remember the breeding pairing was an Arctic Conda 100% het albino, and the mother was a 100% het albino normal phase coloring, or wild type. So as you can see here, they're already trying to climb out, but out of the 12 eggs, it had a good ratio. It had 4 albinos born. So again, what this clutch mainly shows me is that she was 100% het albino. She was from a het to het albino pairing herself, and so she would have a 66% chance of being het albino, which this was proven, and for 4 out of 12, that's a pretty good odds in my opinion. So if we can get them to be still a little bit, so we can see here, this one albino, this one, definitely you can see the Conda markings there. So on these, it's a little bit difficult to tell when they're first hatched before they shed their first skin. That's when the Arctic will show out a little better. And normally they shed, in my experience, within about the first 7 to 10 days. And after that is when they'll take their first meal. But they all seem to be in great health and lively. There is one tiny one here. Let's see if I can find her or him. This little one right here is much smaller than the others. I've had them hatched like that before. There's nothing wrong with them. They just happen to take a really small piece of a pinky mouse to get started, but they turn out just as well as the others. You can see the Conda markings on some of these here. And there's that little one playing dead already. This is the only time I find that they play dead, really, is when they're first out of the egg. If you have an adult that's playing dead, I mean, they have to be pretty scared to do that, but these little guys, it doesn't take a whole lot for them to be so intimidated at first. To just roll all around, they stick their tongue out. And so if I try to flip this one back over, it'll just roll back over again if I touch it. So while this one's flipped over, let's go ahead and see. The one thing about Western hognose is you can tell pretty early on, or pretty much from birth, if they're male or female. This one looks like it to be a male. The length of the tail is what is the indicator here, but sometimes they can be a little confusing at this age unless you have an obvious female with a little short stumpy tail like this one. See that one? So that is a female. Let's see if I can find a definite male for comparison. A little female. There's a male tail right there. So see how long that one is, long and skinny, versus this one is about mid-range. And then you had the other one, that albino one. Not that one. That's definitely a male right there. So we have another male possible Arctic albino. There's a little albino one over here. That one's a definite female. So you see that little short tail. So what I'll do is I will show updates on these guys as they grow and as they change. And once they've had about 5-7+ meals in them, might be about 6 weeks or so from now, these will all be available for sale, likely listed on MorphMarket, if not on my website. So again, this is the mom and dad here. The dad here is the Arctic Conda 100% het albino. And this is the normal or wild type phase 100% het albino. So if you'd like this type of video going forward, please let me know in the comments, and I'll make sure anytime I have a clutch born or pairing, I will put this up there for future reference. So when anybody wants to see the parents, it'll be easy to direct them somewhere here. Thanks for sticking around and watching the video, and I'll see you on the next one.